So why would I do something so unconventional and potentially risky that completely flies in the face of regular sales and marketing wisdom as letting people choose their own price? Um, a lot of times when I have seen this happen, you pay a hefty price ultimately for signing up for something like this. There've been experiences where there's been opportunities like this for free, or just really low cost, where your email inbox is inundated, sometimes 3 or 4 emails a day trying to sell you a bunch of other shit. Or it's something that's completely fluffy without substance. Like, oh, I could have, read that in a magazine somewhere. This is none of that. I just want to be really clear. This is a body of work that I feel really passionately about. It's a mirror of the process that I've been on since I was 19 years old, a process that accelerated drastically 14 years ago, and in the past year has gone crazy town off the charts as I changed my name and moved to a different city and stopped wearing makeup and a push-up bra, because for me and me only, I want to be really clear, I'm not against makeup. For me, it was a mask I was hiding behind that was really keeping me from expressing the real sacred me. So it's something that as I walk, as I go to the market, as I'm out for a neighborhood walk, as I go to dinner, I see on people's faces all of the time my eyes 15 years ago looking back at me, that lost sense, that sorry, that person who's living everybody else's life but their own. And in the picture that I mentioned in the text above, when I saw that picture of myself, I just was literally swept away in this deep, powerful desire to do this in a way that could touch more people. I do one-on-one client work, and there's only so many hours in a day, and I really wanted to create a way that I could do this with, that I could begin bringing people back to the knowing of the beauty and the sacredness that they are in a much broader way. So that's why this was born. And as I tuned into it, I kept listening to my bones and hearing my bones say that this needed to be a pay what you want thing. And I balked at it a bit because, again, it goes against all the conventional wisdom. And I just kept hearing, this is how it needs to be. This is how it needs to be. And as I asked my bones why, what came through is this, beautiful realization and awareness that money isn't everything by any stretch of the imagination, but it touches everything in our lives. And for a lot of us, paying for something, just even the word money brings up all kinds of our shit. And so in doing this, I knew that it would be a big risk, but I also got this sweet, beautiful confirmation from my bones that the gamble would pay off. Because asking people to do this without any parameters, without a suggested amount, without requiring an explanation as to why they, are only doing or are doing, without any justifications involved, that this would this would touch on people's issues of worthiness. It would touch on people's longing and desire. And it was also going to bring up people's fear, people's stories, people's shoulds and people's shouldn'ts. And that in asking this seemingly very simple thing of choose your own price, it would begin to stir up and uncover the layers of things that are sitting on top of and burying the very thing we want to uncover, which is the real sacred you. Our stories, our fears, our shoulds, our can'ts, our couldn'ts, all of those things are the debris that sit on top of the real being that we are. The stories about what we believe are our faults, what we believe we can't do, and those gifts that we have that we're terrified to even acknowledge. These are the things that sit on top of the real sacred you. So this ask is an opening. It's a portal. Just the ask in and of itself is a portal to opening a knowing and a connection to the real sacred you. So whether or not this is your thing, whether or not you're like, nah, I don't want to do this, or I think I might be interested, my invitation to you in this moment is to close your eyes and breathe deep into your pelvic bowl, taking in deep, nourishing breath. And on your next in-breath, whether you have any idea what this means or not, just be willing to trust me in this moment and ask on your next in-breath for your bones to come forward, for the wisdom in your bones to come forward. So breathing in, I ask for the wisdom of my bones to come forward. Breathing in again with the same ask. I'm going to invite you to do this several times. And with the wisdom of your bones at the helm, I'm just going to have you ask, would this be something that would benefit me? And listen. Listen to the knowing beyond knowing, the knowing beyond story. Your bones will never lie to you. So listen to your bones. Is this in alignment for you? And if it is, the next ask is, what is the number that is the perfect balance between desire and practicality? What is the number that is the perfect balance between desire and practicality? Listen to what your bones have to say. So if your bones said yes, choose the number that your bones gave you. And I look forward to expanding this, knowing of this beautiful, incredible you further. Thanks for listening. And no matter what you decide, have a beautiful day. Bye.